Everybody doing? Dale Wolfhard. Back playing some NASCAR Heat 5. I almost said 4, even though I never owned 4. We're doing career mode once more. We're gonna be starting up our career in the Truck Series. In the last episode, if you would want to call it that. Yeah, in the last episode, I picked up a ride here with Thor Sport Racing, taking over Johnny Sauter's number 13 car, replacing Johnny Sauter, and teaming up with Matt Crafton, Grant Enfinger, and Ben Rhodes. We've got a lot to climb. Seeing as we're going to be starting in last, that's just kind of a given. There's a lot to get through here, so let's just see what we can do here in the first race of my Truck Series career. The Next Era Energy 250 at Daytona. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video, of a stream rather, than that first regular season one, or than the first regular season dirt, because obviously there's was only like 9 races. I think there's like 24 races in the full season for truck, I want to say. So, we'll see. When it comes to racing, the way that I currently do, which is at the minimum percent, medium assists, medium bot difficulty. Usually, at an intermediate or super speedway, that will result in a top 15. Rarely will it come up with a top 5. Well, definitely on super speedways. I'm probably going to qualify like 14th and then finish like 8th. I'm not expecting a whole hell of a lot from today's race, just because of the fact that it's a super speedway, and I tend to not be all that good at super speedways. But we shall see exactly how this will turn out. I do not do practice because it makes races take too much time. The pole is a 49. It was 48. I already forgot. Alright. This is my first time using this truck. I gotta say, I'm not huge on the Thor Sport trucks. Frankly, the biggest reason I got it is just because it was a 5-star ride, and I don't mind driving an F-150. I figured, I might as well make it a little bit interesting, because a bulk of the Truck Series... Sorry, I should get my mic a little bit closer. A bulk of the Truck Series drivers, or a bulk of the drivers in the Truck Series, run Silverados, which is cool. But I do prefer the interior of the F-150. Relative to the Silverado, which is ultimately kind of the deciding factor here, because I do, especially at super speedways, like to run in first person, but at like at road courses and even some intermediates and short tracks, I generally tend to run third person for the sake of seeing cars around me better. Whereas at super speedways, it's generally a little more important to see the car in front of you. So you can kind of avoid, not dying. Or just because you need it's so packed up and you need to be able to get around those cars, so you gotta be... So I found first person to work the best for that. I do like sitting in third person just for the sake of... hey, look, my name is on back of car, and that's pretty cool. But other than that, I really don't have much of a reason to. stay in third person, especially because this scheme is not really that great. ThorSport had pretty weak offerings, although I do like the little fender flare, the 2 lines on the fender flare, because that's like a big Mopar thing. I have no idea why they decided to do it, but hey, I'll take it. But yeah, ThorSport was pretty weak with their schemes this season. I have no idea why they made everything gray. It's kind of confusing. Frankly, I'm a little bit confused as to why they made it gray instead of, I don't know, white or black. And gray is kind of a strange choice. Alright, that's gonna, yeah. That's gonna put us really far back. Actually, the farthest back. Although I was not very far from qualifying the same time as Mike Harmon. So to be fair, we're doing alright. But it looks like we're gonna be a pretty weak offering for ThorSport. Where are the rest of my teammates? Matt Crafton is the next lowest in 7th. That sounds about right. Ben Rhodes in 5th. And then Grant Enfinger, of course, in 1st. Alrighty then. Well, let's see what we can do. Our goal position is 10th. I'm not expecting that starting this far back at Daytona, but I guess we'll find out. Sheldon Creed did not have a good practice session. Christian X has been dominant all weekend, and Grant Enfinger, my teammate, is the pole winner. Let's see what we can do here in 32nd at Daytona.
Ready. Green flag, green flag. Got a combo now. Still there.
Right, field's bunching up a bit. I'm gonna force it 3 wide. Because I have a small run on these drivers. It looks like I'm still gonna be stuck on the outside. Trying not to crowd Mike Harmon. I can't really see him all that well right now, but I'm just trying to avoid crowding him. Ooh, almost got his quarter panel there. I mean, assists make it as to where it's not really that unfair. Whoa, okay, why is the field slowing down so much? I could really use getting on that damn inside lane if Mike Harmon could just get the fuck out of the way. Jennifer, fuck off, Jennifer. God damn it, I'm trying to get to the damn inside.
Still there.
Okay, way under that line. Fortunately, black flags, I mean, black flags seem to exist, but I've never really gotten them. Well, okay, that's a lie. I have gotten them from speeding in pit lane. Which normally I run races short enough as to where pit lane's not really a concern. But sometimes I'll run races at like 25% with 4 times wear to get like normal amounts of pit stops, just to kind of get down that pit stop timing thing and figure out when is advantageous. Because the only times I ever really pit is like the All-Star race, where I will pit, you know, earliest because the races are short enough as to where if I just pit the earliest, I'll pass everyone the next time they pit, and we're all good. I lose a lot of spots quickly, but then I gain them all because they all decide to take a pit stop. But you know, I don't have to take another pit stop, so that so it doesn't become an issue. All right, we're going 3 wide throughout the majority of this backpack here. Well, I made a little bit of contact, and it's gonna slow me way the fuck down, which on a super speedway is fucking terrible. Fortunately, I'm going to get a little bit of help from the 21 car back here, which I actually don't know who that is. And John Hunter Nemechek is going to bounce into my fucking line, which, hey, fair enough, but I just got to get, yep, in front of him, and white flag. Let's see if we can make anything better than up here. We gained a handful of positions, but that qualifying time was really the one that did me in. Thank you for leaving that spot open. Shit. Shit. We still got something of a run. We can do something with that. Do I have that Ford logo on the back? I do. I never saw that Ford logo on custom cars, but I see it on some of the... on the rare occasion I actually find Ford in this field. Now, can I manage to pass 2 cars
Still there.
coming out of this turn in order to get
Careful, still there.
the position I wanted. I might be able to do it. Oh, no, that 18 car got way too much of a run. I'll get 11th, but that's the best I'm going to get. Just missed out on that top 10, but 11th all the way from 32nd, I'd say, is a pretty good total. I can't say I'm too terribly happy with those results. Merge payout, $15. Wow, that's kind of sad. All right, well, that puts us in 11th, which is not a bad spot. I don't think that's in the playoffs for Truck Series. I actually don't know where the cutoff is there, because I know Cup is 16, is Xfinity 12, or no, it's Xfinity 12, and then Cup is, and then Truck is 8. Is that right? I'll have to take a look, because I can look. I just got to go over to the playoff standings section. All right. Got a decent amount of cash. That race makes us quite a fucking bit, too. That is a bulk of the money I currently have. Thank you, Clay. All right. Our next race is at Vegas. That sounds about right. So, playoffs start at race 17 out of 23 races. Okay. Which is at, looks like, Gateway. Playoff standings. Okay, it is 10. I'm only 2 points behind, but that's kind of obvious. We're only one race in, so we're just gonna go straight to Vegas. I'll probably do better here than I did at the last track, but I don't think this will be my first win. And if it is, then we might find ourselves with a little bit of an issue. Oh, God. Because of something.
Now disconnected from this old phone.
Thank you, Alexa. Yeah, if I do win at this track, then I might have to consider upping the difficulty, because that means I'm going to be winning a lot. Because generally I expect to win at short tracks and road courses. Those are generally where I perform best. Super speedways, I generally perform worst. And mile and a halves are kind of a toss-up. I usually will place within the top 10. Qualifying is going to be pretty important. My guess is 14th. 14th tends to be my standard qualifying time at most tracks, but we'll see if we can do any better. Generally, a win will come anywhere I qualify within the top 5. If I qualify within the top 5, there is a strong likelihood that I will have a fast enough car to win. If I qualify outside of the top 10, of the top 5, then it's unlikely I'll be able to climb up to a win. I might be able to climb up to a top 5, but but probably the podium drivers are just going to be too damn fast to catch by the end of the race. So, first mile and a half of the schedule. I don't mind Vegas. It's a decent track. I can't imagine it gets a whole hell of a lot of viewership, but that's pretty fucking cool. Is that like an RV park up there? I've never looked this much at Vegas, but Vegas seems to have a pretty cool, like, surrounding area. It seems to be in something of like a valley, or like built down. All right. Oh shit! I let off too early. Okay, well, that's gonna. Oh fuck! I made such a huge mistake there. All right. Well, I qualified exactly where I anticipated. That pole was actually pretty far off, but that goal was not far off at all. In fact, my goal was, the top 10. Yeah, fuck, man, that was so unfortunate. I let off just a bit because I saw a line that for whatever reason my brain was like, oh, that's the finish line, even though my brain's fucking stupid and that clearly wasn't the fucking finish line.
Ready.
I didn't check the thing. I apologize if you wanted me to look at that, but I completely skipped over that little introduction that I did not skip last time. I'm not gonna be able to take the outside lane because I'm gonna get crowded like a motherfucker. God damn it, people always get fucking runs. People always get runs when I can't get to the fucking bottom to get under any cars. Get out of the way, Hank Hill. God damn. And there goes me inside. Good. I'm taking it. Sheldon Creed. That is one of my favorite Truck Series cars. That Sheldon Creed car is probably the one I would go for first. I quite like that car. Out of the way. Out of the way. Alright. We climbed up to the top 10. We're in the goal position. That's always nice. I just do fear that if I didn't let off, I probably would have gotten the time that I was supposed to. I'm very pissed off about that, but simple mistakes. Simple mistakes. Alright, I am in the top 5. The bottom 5 are falling away. There's 2 laps to go. I might be able to get a career best finish in my second race, which would kind of make sense. But this will kind of set the tone for intermediates. Where I qualify and where I finish at this race is definitely going to be kind of consistent with my placements at Texas or Charlotte or a lot of other tracks. Although actually, I believe Texas and Charlotte are both not completely round. They have that weird fucking front straightaway that makes everyone run up the track all of a sudden, coming out of turn 4. I think this is a tri-oval. Well, no, I don't know the difference between tri-oval and D-shaped oval. I looked it up and I've already forgot. Whatever it is, though, I gotta figure it out eventually. So, alright. White flag. Sheldon Creed. He's coming up on me. I gotta make sure he doesn't get in my way. Of course, I'm gonna run up the track, give him the inside lane, and probably even give up 4th. Yep. Get on his inside, though. I might be able to take that position right back from him. No, not looking that way. Alright. And 5 out of 5 laps. 5 out of 32nd place. 5th and 32nd place. Alright. Top 5. First career top 5. Best finish so far. Of course, it's only been 2 races, so that doesn't really say much of anything. Speed rating of 91, that's pretty piss poor, not gonna lie. The winner today was Todd Gilliland. I already knew that, but for whatever reason I had to look. Alright. Cool. So we jump up to 5th in the point standings. Stuart Friesen won a Daytona, and Todd Gilliland won here, except he will be starting 6th, but he's already pretty much locked his way into the championship, so I suspect he will be seeing a pretty good race today. Ross Chastain, though, despite having no wins, Stuart Friesen must have placed pretty poorly today. Judging by that placement in the standings. Judging from the fact that he is currently losing to a man with a win. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Once it decides to load, because it usually does take a while. Loading in this game is fucking abysmal, frankly. I'm not sure why it's so fucking bad. Alright, 5th place. 26 grand and 64 fans. Nice. Any messages? Yes, one from Matt Crafton. More races like that and you'll be sitting pretty for the championship. Yeah. And judging from the fact that most tracks are intermediates, the majority of tracks are those cookie cutter intermediates. So good performance there is going to mean pretty good performance everywhere else. So we're looking pretty good already. This should also be an intermediate. Atlanta. Atlanta's got that weird straightaway on the front stretch. So let's see how that will affect my race today and how I perform at that style of intermediate. Just to check the playoffs. That is, yeah. So they already start with the most points in the playoffs. Oh, Stuart Frieson's actually tied. Okay. I didn't notice that. All right, Atlanta. I don't mind Atlanta. Kevin Harvick won his first career race there, and he's been fairly good at it ever since. Although there are other intermediates that I'd say he's a little more renowned at. But in terms of intermediates, this one's on my good side. Although I hate racing in first person at this track because it's so goddamn bumpy. And the bumps look really weird because it looks like your head's on a fucking stick. But we'll see how this goes. Judging from that top 5, I expect to be maybe slightly lower. I honestly don't know. I think having those turns there give me some opportunities to come under cars and get a little bit more spots out. So we'll see if this style of oval, of this style of mile-and-a-half oval actually ends up better for me in the long run. The pole position is 31,586. Our goal is 32. So let's see what we can do here at Atlanta. I'm not expecting too great of a race, although I am curious to see how this will stack up to my previous race. You know, if I will be doing better here, or if I will be doing better at other styles of ovals. Because I believe this is the least common style of oval, is the one with this style of straightaway. Although I will say it's much more aggressive at places like Charlotte and Texas. I'd say Atlanta has a much less aggressive front straightaway. As I, for some reason, decided to run into the wall. Although I did it fucking way. That's one thing that annoys me about this game. The damage model is fucking disgusting. Like, there is 0 tire mark, 0 grime. It's boring. Alright. We're going to place outside of the goal, even though we had a pretty decent run going there. We're going to qualify even worse than we did at the last track. So something tells me, yes, this style of oval will be worse for me. But let's see where that final position is comparatively. Clay Greenfield is slow again. Jennifer Jo Cobb failed pre-race inspection. And Ross Chastain, your points leader, is starting at the back. That is going to be an interesting one there. Ross Chastain, you know, has a lot on the line. So being all the way in the back could be extremely detrimental to his run today. We are starting on the outside again. I can't seem to stay out of the fucking outside, and it's fucking up my races. I'm not going to win in intermediates, but I'm sure as shit not going to win in intermediates if I can't fucking get the inside lane. And, of course, I get ran into by a car, and now I'm stuck. God damn it, get the fuck out of the way! There's always someone on the fucking inside. I can't get in. Pissing me off. Clear? Nope, of course not. Pass Joe Nemechek. Don't crowd my space, fucking asshole. Alright, now we've got to make it. Now we just gotta avoid giving up the inside lane and make up that ground that I lost after making a bit of contact with, I don't even remember who the fuck, it might have been this Herbst asshole. Probably was, because he was driving a Toyota. So even if he wasn't, I'm just gonna blame it on him, because he's fucking racing for KBM. Alright. Finally starting to catch up with this pack. Slide under gray here, the ride I almost took.
Still there.
Frankly, it wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I decided to take this ride instead. And I feel like it might contribute to my success a little bit, because I did not use as good of a ride in the last game. Still waiting on that first Xfinity hot seat. I still haven't gotten one. Alright, 2 laps to go, and I'm still fucking trying to catch up with this pack. I'm gonna bump him for no apparent reason. Into the top 15, which is not very good for my point standings. I will say. Shit. Bad turn. Matt Crafton is starting all the way out here. I might be able to once pass one of my teammates. White flag. Definitely not going to get a top 10 or even a top 5 here.
All clear.
But I might be able to climb just a few spots more. Fuck you, Herbst. Alright, there's my teammate in 99. Can't quite climb under John Hunter. Maybe I can in this final turn. Nope, 12th place. Alright, well. I don't know if this is going to be setting the tone for Atlanta, if this was just a bad run, or if that's about what I should be expecting from this style of oval. So, that's what we got. Bumps us down to 8th in points. Points don't really matter though until like halfway through the season anyway, so I'm not really terribly concerned about that. Alright, can this load just a tiny bit faster? That'd be great if I could run just a little itty bitty faster. Here we go. What do we got here? Alright, 12th place. Nothing particularly interesting. Got a few comments this time, actually quite a lot. Compliments on super clean. Top 20, even though I got a top 5 in the last race. Clean racing compliment. Clean racing compliment, which is funny because this is the only race I've had, actually the only race I had substantial contact in. Alright, race numero cuatro. Yes. Homestead, Miami. I'm not as bad in this game at this track as I am in others. I had a lot of struggle at this track in the Technics games. And I'm okay at this track in the EA games. But I haven't performed quite as poorly in the 704 games. So, let's see how that turns out. God, can this loading time? I guess there's a reason that people don't stream this game very often. This loading time, which should always be cut out, but I don't have editing software, so I just gotta stream it and then upload it directly to YouTube. Let's see. Just gotta wait for a better time. At least it's easy on my bitrate. Alright. EcoBoost 200 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Qualifying starts off at 34,004, so that's what matters. It's 34,004. Let's see what we can make out of this run. This is basically just a rounded off version of... I will say, in terms of its format, I do like this track. Even though I've never really liked racing on it, and I'm starting to come around on it, especially with this game. But I do like the shape more than average ones. I like the fact that it's not a D-shaped oval. I'm not a huge fan of the D-shaped oval thing. I like traditional ovals. I say with my favorite track being Phoenix, which is whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. A dogleg, I think is the term. Oh, that felt like a clean-ass turn. I hit a little bit of the apron there, and I'm gonna hit the apron again, but that felt pretty clean. Down once again. Let off the throttle a bit. Ooh, that one wasn't as nice though. And come across the line. Ooh, exactly at the goal. Exactly at the goal. I don't think I could have fucking ran that any better. Wow. Okay, well, I think the goal changed after I got it, because I think Zane Smith had 10th with 34.871, and then I took it by just a tiny bit. Well, that's a good start. I think it's my first top 10 qualifying position, which is obviously a pretty good start for these races.
Coming to the greens. Almost ready. Time to go.
Starting once a fucking again on the outside, though, because that's just how starting in an even number is. Not going to be able to get on the inside here, so instead I just wreck off of this guy, because for some reason not turning still turns. So we're going to create a little bit of a gap between me and first place. I'm able to get in front of Todd Gilliland. I accidentally fucked up my mic. There we go. Okay, that was a little messy, to say the least. We're gonna get 2 cars on the inside of fucking course, because I can't just get the goddamn inside for one fucking lap.
Alright, you're clear. Clear down low.
I could have taken your ride, asshole. Don't think you got special fucking treatment. Get the fuck out of my way, cowboy. God damn. Not on the outside, though. I thought I was getting sandwiched. Get the fuck out of my way, cowboy. I'm trying to okay, now I'm just getting stuck behind this guy instead. Alright, this race could be better if I could just get a good fucking spot for once. Cut down in front of him. And then I'm gonna give up the outside immediately. Or give up the inside immediately. And hell, I might even give out the outside. I am racing fucking terribly. Because I'm focusing so goddamn much on these cars that I can't just get a good fucking run going. Alright. 2 to go. Let's see if I can keep up the good work for at least a moment. If I can pass Grant Enfinger, then I can be in the top 5. And that is the goal. Even though the goal is actually 10th, I want a top 5. We've got 1 more lap to do so. I'm racing a lot cleaner now that I don't have any cars in the goddamn way. I might be able to get a win if I just qualify an odd goddamn number for once. God knows the one time I qualify an odd number, I'm just going to immediately get shafted by somebody getting booted into last place, and it's going to put me 1 spot up. I know it. I fucking know it. I'm ready to see it. Ross Chastain leads the race coming into turn 3. He's been winless for a little bit, but he's been leading the points, and he will get his first career win. Not his first career win, but his first win of the season. I will get 6th. Not great. Not bad. Well, actually, very good. But I could definitely get a better spot than that. Alright. Well. So, Ross Chastain's fallen back to third, as Stuart Friesen has gotten 2 wins thus far, which is a lot better than most other drivers can say. Yeah, but Ross Chastain will also have the fastest lap. The most laps led. But Ty Majeski will get on the move. 10 places up from where he started. But Mike Harmon will get a tough break, starting 17th and finishing right where I saw him last time. 31st. Rough day for him, but whatever. I feel like I made a bad decision steering around. For whatever reason, I'm kind of tired. I'm not as emotive and attentive as I normally am, as you can hear by every time I do anything. Alright. So, I didn't check where I was in the point standings. I was too busy checking where everyone else was in the point standings. That was a pretty shitty race, though. I was not clean. I was not clean at all. I didn't hit you, but I was not clean. I might have hit you. I honestly don't know. Race number 5. Alright. Grant Enfinger is the only one who's not particularly happy with me right now, which is a little unfortunate. So where am I? I am... Oh, I was visible. I'm in 8th. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. 4 races in. We got 11th, 5th, 12th, and 6th. So it seems we just... Top 5, top 10, or top 5, top 15, top 10. Yeah, I don't know. So, I am now in the playoffs, though. I wasn't for a while, and I'm doing well enough to be in the playoffs, but there's a lot of time left for that to not matter. All right, Texas Motor Speedway. The track that started it all in terms of the shitty mile and a halves. And the track that no one's fucking watching. No one is watching this goddamn track. So, still looking for the first win. We've got a career best 5th place finish so far. And we're just racing mile and a half after mile and a half after mile and a half. So, I'm not expecting anything to come out of this. I just need a short track or a road course. And by short track, I mean not Richmond. And by road course, I mean not Roval. Because I suck at Richmond, and I am absolutely terrible at Rovals. Because the chicanes just beat the shit out of me. Alright. Off we go. I didn't check what the pole position was, even though I really should have, or frankly it was kind of a mistake on my part. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We've got a lot of nothing, really. A lot of nothing. Alright. Lap begins. Let's see what we can do here at yet another mile and a half intermediate. This time a D-shaped oval with that flat fucking pancake of a front stretch. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I just realized tri-oval and D-shape. Okay, so this is a D-shaped oval because it's got the flat part. Tri-oval is the one that kind of triangles out towards the front. Okay. So yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of D-shaped ovals. I'm more of a tri-oval kind of guy. Or regular fucking oval.
Ready. Green flag.
Alright. I qualified 12th on the fucking outside again. Can't catch a goddamn break. I swear to God, I'm gonna qualify even every fucking race. I feel a lot better though. This track. I just need this guy to get the fuck out of my way. Alright, and then we're gonna have a teammate on the inside immediately after. We got so much of a fucking run that it won't matter. I bump way into Joe Nemechek. If that were a real NASCAR, my car would be done for, and Nemechek would be pissed. I'm gonna pass Matt Crafton here on the inside. I feel great this race. I like the way this track handles. I'm not really, because a lot of tracks with assists you still have to get a little bit of input. This track just feels great though. So I'm liking the way this is already playing out. We're at 4th, we're already at the career best finish, and we're only 2 laps in. Although those those podium cars seem to still be far enough away as to where I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make anything out of it. We'll see. I definitely got lucky getting to that inside quickly. Even though I started on the outside, that's probably the quickest I've ever been able to clear myself some room and get on that inside lane. I'm gonna bump the apron a bit, but no matter. Starting to gain a little bit on these cars. I was at least. I just had a really good turn there, I think was the thing. Hill went way wide on that turn, but somehow, well, I guess way high on that turn, not really way wide, but way high on that turn. Still managed to do very well though. I guess this might be a 2-groove track. Although it is not very evident to that. 2 to go. I'm not really steadily gaining at all on Austin Hill here. 0.5, 0.4. And then once we get out the straightaway, it'll probably be 0.5 again. Yeah. So they do just have faster cars. That usually is how it goes. Like, I've got a fast car, but those podium cars are just really fucking fast. Alright. White flag. Let's see what we can do in these final few laps. Hill went wide again. Not slow enough through that turn, though, to get passed by me, so he's going to gain that time back in this turn, but will I be able to make something of it right here? Teammate Grant Enfinger is in 1st. Thor Sports Grant Enfinger is going to take the race, and I will get 4th. And I believe Crafton is not too far behind me either. Way to go. Good race. I like that one. Yeah, that felt really good. So it seems, at least on Dega, then... Okay. Yeah. At least on Dega, I seem to be... Or not on Dega, what the fuck? At least on Texas, I seem to be performing pretty well. So, we'll see if I can do something particularly good with this. We're now up to 6th in playoff standings, one of the 2 best drivers without a win thus far. We're looking pretty good. Alright. Next up on the docket. Hopefully I can finally get a short track or a road course. That'll be very helpful. Any minute now. Okay, I was about to say 3, 2, 1, but then it happened. So, alrighty then. Let's see what we're working with here. 69 fans, that's pretty nice. We have completed that incentive contract, so that's always nice. We still have one more race, though, to complete it. Oh, never mind, that was the completed. Let's see, so our next track is Richmond, that's fucking great. And then Dover, I'm fucked at Dover. Charlotte, and Kansas, Alright, so we've got some interesting things. I'm just going to go through top 10s again. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a whole hell of a lot better than that. Although that does remain to be seen. Let's see here. Alright, with that win, that does put Grant Enfinger at the top of the points standings. Although Friesen with his 2 wins is still at the top of the playoff standings. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not terribly good at... Well, I'm not good at Richmond. For a short track, Richmond's not really my spot, so... We'll see how this goes, but for right now, I'm not expecting a whole lot, to say the least. What are you doing, cat? What are you up to? Cat's just sitting, like, peeked up, like, what's that? And then I was like, I don't fucking know, what is that? Alright. The poll today is 21st, or 21st. That doesn't make sense. 21, 9, 23. So basically we want to get a 21. Because chances are if we get a 21, then we'll be in a good spot. Like I said, I'm normally not very good at Richmond, but I've been surprised before. I've complained about a lot of tracks that I've since had pretty good runs at, so we'll see if that is this track or if that is not this track. Let's begin. Let's see what we're going to get here today at Richmond. Alright, this one's not the full throttle one. So let's see what we're going to get here today. 21, 22. Alright, so we are just barely outside of the goal, so we're going to get 11th place qualifying, which usually I'm not going to win at a track that I don't qualify first at. So.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here.
But I might be able to crack that top 5. I'm finally starting on the inside though, which is a good sign because it gives me plenty of time.
Stay low. Are they on your outside?
Okay, sorry Grant, I'm gonna push you out a little bit.
Gotta call line now. You got room. You're clear.
Yes, I know. Excuse me. That pit lane though, I'm deathly afraid of. Yeah, you can restart races though. And you bet your ass if I hit that pit lane in this race, I am 100% restarting. Okay, Grant is going to run around on the inside there, so we're going to give up that spot. Uh-oh, I spun him. I got on his inside though and bumped him again to put him back where he goes, but that could have went pretty poorly. It's not as hard as it used to be to hit that inside. or hit that pit lane. I say coming about on this pit lane. Ooh, God, it's just so, it gives you so much anxiety. It's right there. It's so easy to get locked in. One small mistake, or you get crowded a bit too much by a truck or a car or truck, you're done for. You're hitting that pit lane, your race is over. But see, we'll see. So I just realized how early that starting line is. The starting line's way up on the inside of that. Like, way offset from the middle. Like, the middle, it's right there, but the finish line is super early. I just realized how early that finish line is. It's kind of strange. I didn't notice that. 4 laps remaining. Let's see if we can do anything. Looks like we're going to be locked into another 3rd place, but Grant is very much so on my tail. So it remains to be seen how this will affect my race.
Got one down low now.
Ooh, bad turn. I'm going to give up the inside Grant. Muscle right under him immediately after, but I seem to just be faster on a lot of the turns. Faster coming into the turns, slower coming out. 2 to go. Career best lap was my best of the race at 22:351. So actually, I am curious to see what my lap times are looking like. Alright, and white flag. Matt Crafton is in first. I believe he's gotten a win at this point. So he's looking good. There was no reason to break there. I'm going to give up this spot at the last second to Grant Enfinger. I'm going to place my career best once again. 4th place. So I'm going to give up that podium finish at the very last second. It's kind of upsetting because I've yet to get a podium finish, but there are more races to do better at. When is my next good track? When is my next winnable track? I think I'm in 3rd place in points now, which is really cool. 5th. Okay, 5th. That's not 3rd. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fourth place at a race that doesn't apparently actually exist. Because it doesn't have a title sponsor. Thank you, Clay. Clay's been a good guy since the beginning, so that's nice. This is the first comment I got. Alright. What do we got here? Dover. I don't like Dover. I might not be that bad, but I really hate the way Dover races. That wall comes at you way too goddamn quick. Alright, when's the next good race? Charlotte, no. Kansas, no. Texas, well, maybe. Iowa, no. Chicagoland, no. Pocono, no. Kentucky, no. Eldora, ooh, Eldora is a possibility. In my original running of the Truck Series, I did get a win at Eldora, so we'll see. Michigan, no. Gateway, no. Canadian Tire, maybe. I'm good at road courses. Bristol, there it is. Yes, I'll win. I'm probably going to win at Bristol. Martinsville. I don't know about Phoenix, though. Phoenix is my favorite track, but I'm not sure how good I am there. So it's likely that we're going to see a lot of decent, but a lot of good finishes until the latter half of the season. Eldora is going to be the important race, but we're also going to have to fight for a couple of short track wins and a couple of we're also going to have to see how we fare at a couple of short tracks and a road. I believe I guess there's only one road course in the Truck Series schedule. We've still got a lot of races to go through, so we're just gonna keep grinding away. We're about an hour through. Again, a lot of it is just waiting for everything to go through, but we'll see. How long was the regular season? It's the other regular, the Extreme Dirt Tour regular season. That was an hour 50. And that was just the regular season. So this is going to be a while.
Let's go.
Alright, boys, off we go. Not a fan of Dover. Not excited to see how this goes. But we'll see. Alright, I might cut the regular season into segments. I'm not 100% sure yet. It kind of depends on when's convenient to do so. Maybe I'll cut the season into thirds. So I'll do however many playoff tracks there are, however many playoff tracks there are, however many, and then I'll just break it up into 2 segments throughout there. So we'll see, because I'm still kind of figuring this out, because the Dirt Tour was already a pretty long event, and that was not that long of a race. All right, 18th, not looking great. Not looking great. And that's an even number. I'm starting in the outside of Dover. This is not good. This is not good at all. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do.
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready here.
Boom, let's go. Alright. See how long it'll take me to get that inside lane. Oh god. I bounced way off of that guy. And now the track is coming 3 wide. That's nice.
Careful, still there. Alright, you're clear.
Ooh, that's nice. That's what I want to see. Lane back. Inside lane. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. The cars started slowing down, and I got locked into the middle of a 3 wide at Dover. Clear low. Jump down to that inside lane.
All clear.
See what we can do, dude. Alright. Pretty open. We've got ourselves a top 10 currently. But the rest of the top 10 is pretty far away. So I'm not expecting a whole hell of a lot to come from this. That 3 car I have not seen in the lead thus far. Doesn't mean I'll keep it, but most of the time in this game, unless the player takes over first, then they're probably going to win. Whoever's in first, whoever's at the pole, even, is probably going to win. With how short these races are. We're climbing a bit on that 9th place car. I'm performing here a lot better than I normally do. Still not a huge fan of this track. But we're definitely doing alright. My worst finish was probably at Daytona, I think. So, and we've still got another race at... I didn't actually see Talladega, but I did see Pocono. And, well, Talladega's got to be on the schedule. There's no way Talladega's not on the schedule. We're going to give X a little bump here. We're going to get on the inside. We're going to take that 9th place from him. As you always should with a Toyota. We've only got, looks like, 3 laps to go. Well, really closer to 2 laps to go. Can we take over any more spots in the next 2 laps? I'm starting to see Smith. Starting to see the name. Just a good sign. Oh, hit that curve a bit, bounced up the track a tiny bit, so we're going to lose most of any of that run that we would have gotten there. Alright. White flag. We're going to pass my teammate, who for some reason has red rims, even though there is no red on that car. Oh shit. Okay. Yep, he gave that one up easily. I just wasn't paying attention. That's the issue. Not paying attention. Especially going into turns. Alright, well, we're going to get the top 10. That's what we're looking for, so can't complain about that run. 9th place at the Jegs 200 at Dover. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright. Winner of that race was, as I suspected, Jordan Anderson. Friesen's doing good as ever. Todd Gilliland rounds out the podium. A pretty standard lineup. Ross Chastain fell back a bit. And Matt Crafton and Grant Enfinger are both pretty far back. For once, I was battling with Ben Rhodes for that placement. So that was kind of an interesting one, I will say. It was kind of an interesting one. So we're standing in 6th place in points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I'm gonna take a look here and see how close to halfway through the regular season we are. Because I am kind of feeling a little bit, whoa, it just got windy all of a sudden. Alright, I didn't know it was supposed to be windy today, although the weather's been pretty inclement for the last few days, so I can't say I'm that surprised. Alright. What are we looking at here? So Friesen still remains in first. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, well, we're gonna do one more race. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you've got Charlotte, Kansas. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to round out this incentive contract. And then we're going to leave the next 7 races at Texas, Iowa, Chicagoland, Pocono, Kentucky, Eldora, and Michigan, leading up to Gateway, Canadian Tire, Bristol, Vegas, Dega, Martinsville, and Phoenix. So let's see if we can get a win throughout this video. We've gotten a few top 5s, but we haven't really gotten a whole lot of anything, really. So, let's see what we're going to get here. Alright. So, 2 races to go with this video. Maybe. I will debate doing some more later, but that is the plan for now. I've been very busy lately. I didn't stream at all yesterday. I streamed on June 4th. I didn't stream on June 5th. I wasn't home for very much of that day, though, I will say. Because I uploaded a lot. I uploaded once on May 30th, like 4 times on the 31st, twice on the 1st, once on the 2nd, once on the 3rd, once on the 4th. I've been slowing down a bit, but we're looking alright. So I'm not too concerned about it. Alright. The North Carolina Education Lottery 200. What the fuck is the NC? I assume that's North Carolina. NC Education Lottery. So, we're sitting here at Charlotte, a track I'm okay at. I do like Charlotte, but definitely get better than Charlotte, I will say. Definitely get better. Alright, so let's see what we're looking at today.
Alright, coming to the green. This one counts.
1 out of 1. Goal is 32 seconds and 3/10. So let's see if we can do anything with that. Flash and blue. And we are just barely going to miss out on that goal. I felt a little more confident about it, but apparently not. Alright, well, that's alright. 15th, we're starting on the inside though, never, oh yes, we were all the way up in 13th, that's even better. Sweet. And Finger will be starting at the back. So 3 drivers have been booted up to the back. It's a pretty stacked lineup.
Coming to the green. Be ready here.
Grant's been kind of falling off recently. Grant and Matt Crafton have both had a rough couple of races lately, so me and Rhodes have been kind of picking up the slack, although I'm not sure where Rhodes is today. I don't actually see him right now. Alright. Ooh, massive run.
Still there.
Kind of rounded out towards the end of that turn, but everyone's kind of staying. Oh, there's Ben Rhodes. Hey, Ben. Hey, Rhodes. I'm gonna give you a little tap, just so you know that I am here. He's running like me. What the hell are you doing, Ben?
On the outside now.
Wow, we are going well here. This ought to be interesting. Oh man,
Stay on the bottom here.
I am running like a charm here. Stuart Friesen, already 2, possibly 3-time winner, is leading. There's quite a few laps left in this race. Okay, there's 3. We're halfway. Can I gain enough on Stuart Friesen to take that win from him and get my first career win at an intermediate where I would never expect to do so? We're already at my career best finish. I haven't gotten a podium finish yet. So, let's see if I can pull it off. Friesen, oh, that could have been a better turn. Friesen's going to gain a bit. Probably going to get up to 0.7. Not quite. Friesen's out of mean fast car for a bulk of this season, so. Alright, he actually gained a bit in that turn. So, yeah. Friesen's had a mean fast car. He definitely deserves a win. But I would love to take it. Uh-oh. Another terrible turn. Even worse turn. I'm going to give that 23 car, Brett Moffitt, the man with the mustache himself, I'm going to give him a huge run coming into that on the final lap. I might have just messed over my podium finish, because now that 40 car is gaining on me too. Alright, well, I'm going to drop back to second, or to third from second. No big deal, still a career best. Charlotte could be a sight of a win. Could be. It very well could be. Let's see what we're going to get out of this. getting a little bit more money here. Still one of the best drivers with no wins, although Jordan Anderson and Matt Crafton have both gotten wins and have fallen quite sizably back in the point standings. Austin Hill has not seen a win, but has still been seeing some decent stuff. Brad Moffitt got the fastest lap, but he did not get most laps led. That goes to Stuart Friesen, wouldn't you figure? Alright, my team's starting to fall off a bit. Crafton was doing really good towards the beginning. Enfinger has been kind of falling off, although I think he's still decently high in the point standings because he has gotten a win. I mean, he's still in the playoffs, but it's definitely pretty rough. Third place. Alright. Not bad. What do we have to say here? Stuart Friesen, of course, is going to pander to me. And then Clay, my man, is going to continue being very nice. Alright, we got one race to go. Race numero 9. No, actually, how many would be half of this? 1, 2. Okay, so there's 16 races, so that would mean that race 8 actually would have been halfway through the regular season. So that would make more sense. First 8 races, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So, I'm actually going to end it here, seeing as that makes more sense to end it halfway than just the same amount of races in the playoffs. We're 8 races into Gander. Well, am I going to stop that, or am I just going to keep going? Eldora's a long way away. It's been about an hour 12 so far. It's live stream. Let's go. Let's do this. I don't know how much longer I've got here, but we'll see. Kansas. Not great at Kansas. Not bad. I mean, it's an intermediate, and I've been getting better at intermediates. I placed a career best 3rd at Charlotte, although it seems those D-shaped ovals have been treating me well. Now we're going back to a traditional tri-oval. So we'll see if that ends up messing me up, or if I'm going to have no problem at all. Alright. Let's see what we're going to do here today. Alright. Run some qualifying. The pole position today is going to be at 33.325. That's not bad at all. Alright, I just kind of want to get my first win. After a run that was as good as last races, I'm kind of excited now, and I want to do well. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not going to do well if I immediately run into the wall. That's a bad start. Alright, we've got ourselves a little tri-oval here. Let's see if we can run it the way it is supposed to be running. Alright. Qualifying lap has been started. Let's see if we can get a good run out of this, or if we are going to end up with a pretty piss-poor run. Pretty piss-poor run. Let's see what we can do here. I like the way, this track feels pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of Kansas. I can't imagine there are very many people that go to the Kansas race. I gotta imagine it's probably one of the least attended races on the schedule. Just outside of the goal, so we're gonna be at 11th. Pretty average. Means we're probably not going to see our first win here. We might be able to get a pretty decent finish, but I think a first win might be a little bit of a stretch today. I think I saw Ross Chastain might be at the back. That's the truck I ran in my first season. Well, because I did one version of the career mode off camera, and once I started Twitch streaming, I was like, well, shoot, I should record this. And I did finish second, I believe. I did win the truck series. I almost called it the Craftsman Truck Series. Actually, I'm just going to call it the Craftsman Truck Series. That's what it should be. I did win the championship. I didn't get under Todd like I should have. That could be an issue. Come on now, get out of the way. Todd. Gilliland. Alright. Alright, lap 2 out of 7. Okay, couldn't quite bump him out of the way. Alright, Brett Moffitt, let's see what you can do here, Cowboy. We're up to third on only 2 laps in. Brett Moffitt beat us last time. Ooh, Matt Crafton's much closer to where he should be. He's up in 4th, 5th. Can't quite tell who that first place car is. It looks like it might end up being Brett Moffitt. Ooh, we got a little bit of a bump from that 38 car. We drafted quite well today, though. Means I gotta avoid bouncing up and down the track. Because of course I'm gonna give him that spot, because I try to go high to go low. Right alongside me. Ooh, make a tiny bit of contact, and so I'm just gonna try and bump draft him too. Generally, if I make it up, I'm gonna make it up there. But once the field starts spreading out, it's mostly gonna be a battle for the closest car to me, which is usually the car one spot behind me. So looks like they're gonna be battling mostly with Todd Gilliland for this spot here. That was a clean turn. That was a very clean turn. I'm going to try and catch a draft off of Brett Moffitt. See if I can get up a little bit higher in these next few laps. No, he's going to gain on me again. Catch a draft. Try to at least. Come on now. It really is a battle between Hank Hill here and that first place car. So let's see if they decide. Let's see if I can throw my wrench into the fray. Because I mean, I'm not too terribly far away from Mr. Hank. It's not Hank Hill. I actually don't. Oh, it's Austin Hill. It's Discount Luke Combs. That's who he is. Okay. And I have to make a big move. Ooh, he went way wide up on the track. Is that going to give Hill a little advantage here? We're not going to be able to take second. So our best finish is still going to be third. But not a bad race nonetheless. We got a podium finish. Speed rating of 93, which is still below average. Brett Moffitt is going to take that win after taking, I think it was second from me yesterday. So Austin Hill is going to bump his way all the way up to second place in points. I'm going to remain in third. Gilliland, who placed behind me, is going to be in fourth. Chastain fifth. Enfinger sixth. Sheldon Creed seventh. So anyone kind of... Okay, no one's really out of the fray with a win. Our lowest win is going to be Jordan Anderson. So, how many drivers have gotten wins so far? Because if 10 drivers have gotten wins, then points are going to be extremely important going into this. Because I think only 2 drivers have gotten repeat. Have gotten 2 wins. So, this could be a race for points instead of wins. Although drivers getting 2 wins are also going to boot their way pretty high up in the standings. Loading the stream to viewers. Love to see it. Completed that contract. What is our next contract going to be? We're going to have to take a look at this. Gaining reputation as a clean driver. Skeptics claim it won't last. Hey, who knows? Usually people don't get reputations until a few years into their career, but whatever. Tyler Ankrum seems to be talking to me a lot. Alright. 10 races into the season. We're only gonna look for top 10s still. Texas, Iowa, and Chicagoland. I did really well at Texas last race. What was my last Texas race? 4th. Okay. Well, that was my best finish at that point. So, maybe I'll be able to do something pretty good with Texas, because then I got 4th at Richmond, dropped down at Dover, and came back up at Charlotte, and then placed exactly the same at Kansas. So let's see what I'll be able to do next time. Stuart Friesen was kind of out of the fray comparatively. Let's look at those playoff standings, though. Stuart Friesen with 3 fucking wins. Makes it into first. No surprise there. Todd Gilliland, Ross Chastain, Grant Enfinger, Brett Moffitt, Matt Crafton, Jordan Anderson, Austin Hill. I am sitting at a solid 9th. One of only 3 drivers who does not yet have wins, but is still in points. A bunch of drivers need some wins. So let's see what will come of the next few races. This race is going to be our second at Texas. I feel like it should be a little bit later in the season, but no big deal. God, I keep breathing really heavy. It's really fucking hot in here. I'm going to open the window. I'm going to open the window. I hope that's not going to create a bunch of noise, because I do think somebody is mowing their lawn right now. It's far enough away. It shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, was it a neighbor, or where are they? Oh, it's our across the yard neighbors, so it could get a little bit loud, but it's so fucking hot in here. I gotta do it. Well, actually, it's 88. Is that 80 or 88? Oh my god, it's 88 fucking degrees outside. That's so goddamn hot. It's no fucking wonder I'm burning up in here. It's probably 92. This damn place. Because opening the window still feels cold. Although it is kind of overcast today. Yeah, opening the window, like, it's colder outside than it is in here, and it's still 88 degrees outside. Alright. Pole position is 31,461. Let's see what we can do. 31,461. We can pull that off. We can definitely pull that off. Alright. There's that TV. That giant ass TV. Alright. First lap completed. Well, not first lap completed. The qualifying lap started. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Come on now, let's see what we can do.
Alright.
32,476. So, yeah, a little bit outside of my goal position. So, I don't expect to see a whole hell of a lot from this either. It's looking like another podium finish today. Texas Motor Speedway. Starting next to that 99 once again. Here, I guess. Ooh, we're gonna get low really quickly, fortunately. Yeah, that's why I like Texas so much, because Texas just felt smooth. Yeah, and Jared Fogle bumped him a little bit out of the way. Uh-oh. Okay. Not paying attention enough. That happens a lot. Alright. Hello, Smith. Alright, well, this one I've committed to making. I only have an hour. I have a little, well, yeah, pretty much an hour at this point. So I might have to cut this a little bit short. I probably should have stopped at race 8. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do. So I've got to leave at 2, and it's currently 12:40. Well, okay, it starts at 2. I probably got to leave at like 1:30. Or closer to 1:30. So I've got a little bit under an hour, so we'll see if I can finish everything up in a little under an hour. Gotta kind of get as little dilly-dallying as I can. But we'll see. We will see. Alright, we're in 5th. It's looking like another race where we might be able to compete for 4th. Possibly 2nd and 3rd, seeing as 2nd and 3rd are so close. But it's definitely going to be a battle to place a little bit better. Oh, and Todd Gilliland is also right on my ass. Oh, he took the high lane. Catch a draft on from Enfinger. See what I can do here. We'll bump that apron a little bit. That's gonna basically ruin any shot I've got at getting much better. Alright. 2 laps to go. Gain like hell on Enfinger. Let's see if I can do anything in these next 2 laps. Draft like hell. Ooh, we've got on the inside of Enfinger. That's very important here. Let's see if I can stay in front of him now. Now that I don't have his draft to rely on. Although I can rely on Friesen. He's gonna get a run by being a draft partner, so we've got to make sure that he can't gain any spots from me. And in the final lap, we're not quite gonna be able to catch up with Friesen, so that's gonna be putting us in 4th at Texas, which I believe, well, I think that was better than my last race at Texas. It might be identical. I actually do not know off the top of my head. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Alright, well, that was that race at Texas. Down, still no wins. Still looking for that wins, but we got plenty of top 5s, so. Alright, 4th place. Not bad, not bad. I have some comments. Oh, never mind. I've heard as many friends in the garage. That's always nice to see, because I am not that way. I am not that way in the other game, or in the older games. Someone better call the fire department. Someone better call the fire department. And that was a nice race. Thank you, Tyler. Ooh, we finally got some momentum going. Haven't seen that yet, so we're looking there. Alright. Race number 11. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races to go. And Eldora will be the 5th race, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking forward to Eldora. Even though it's got a pretty terrible purse. Yeah, it's a fucking abysmal purse. It's literally the worst one. You make no... Oh, actually, no. Richmond is. Richmond makes you fuck all money. Okay, cool. Well, cool, I guess. Alright. Let's begin. Iowa Speedway. This one's not in Cup, so I don't have too much experience, but a friend of mine really likes Iowa. It is a short track, but it's a D-shaped oval short track, so I'm not as good here as I am at Martinsville and Bristol. Which is why it's mostly just Martinsville, Bristol, Eldora. Martinsville, Bristol, Eldora. Watkins Glen, Sonoma, Canadian Tire, Road America, and Road Ohio, or Mid Ohio. I'm definitely looking forward, though, to the Xfinity Series, because that is going to give me a lot of road courses, as well as dates at Bristol and Martinsville. So we could be seeing a lot at those tracks. Alright, Iowa, let's see what you have to offer. 25,374. So we're looking for a 24, or basically the last thing I should see is 24. If I see 25, we've placed too low. Alright. Let's see what we can do here at Iowa. Turn 2, got 10 seconds on the clock so far. And get as close as we can to that outside wall for the turn, just to see what would happen. I feel like this is going to be incredibly slow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. We got the goal. So that's nice, but... And to be fair, that is the first time I've gotten the goal in a while. I don't recall where I qualified at Richmond. But we've done better at Iowa. So let's see if we can do even better. Of course, by getting 10th, we start on the outside, but oh well. Itself is a friend. Oh, wow. I almost got a really good run from that inside lane. Is Gilliland going to be out of my way? Uh-oh. Gilliland is not going to be out of my way because I can't get out of his way. Am I clear? I am clear. Okay. Cool.
Alright, you're clear.
Alright. I do like the truck series. I like pickup. I'm a pickup truck guy, so it is always cool to race them. Although, I mean, I don't like slam pickup trucks, but because of the stock car nature of them, it works. Oh man. Oh man. I'm realizing where I am right now. I'm in 4th. The 1st is right there. Oh, baby boy. Let's see what we can get here. I might be able to squeak one out. We'll see if I can pull it off.
You're clear.
Oh boy. Right there. We are right there. One more good run on a turn and we are golden. Uh-oh. Well, okay, bumping it is not gonna give me a particularly good run. Shit. Alright, he's gonna pull away a bit. A lot, actually.
Stay low, stay low.
Oh, he gave me room. He gave me room. Good start. This is gonna be a battle. First career win against a Toyota. That's what I want to see. Thank God he went wide too, because I went wide and I totally would have given him the lead if he took a different lane. 3 laps remaining. Let's see if I can pull away and squeak out that first career victory here at Iowa. Continuing my assertion that I'm good at any short track that isn't Richmond. Phoenix is labeled as a short track in this game, but it's over a mile, so I'm not sure where they got that idea from. To be fair, I am debating if this is a short track as well, because a 26-second lap is pretty average for most full-size tracks too. Oh man, we are running away with it. Look at this. Alright. White flag is in the air. Best lap is a 25.202, which is actually staunchly better than anything I've gotten recently, so I'm not sure what happened there. That allowed me to get such a fucking really good run. Alright, we are going to come out of turn 4. A first-time victor in the Gander Outdoors Truck Series. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's do our first burnout of the Truck Series. Wait, does it really shift for burnouts? That's fucking insane. Oh my god, it does. Why does it do that? Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff. First burnout in the Truck Series. First win in the Truck Series at Iowa. So, unfortunately, Iowa, I don't believe, is a track in Xfinity, nor is it a track in Cup. But with that win, we have locked ourselves into the chase. Although with the amount of drivers getting wins, I am a little bit concerned as to where exactly that is going to lead me. I have been very consistent this season, though, with my worst finish being like Daytona with 14th. So, because of that, we're looking pretty good. We're looking at a solid second place in the standings with only 1 win so far. I assume behind Friesen, who has like 3 or 4 at this goddamn point. Been streaming for an hour 40. That's a good amount of time to stop streaming, but we still got a bunch of wins. Well, you know what? With that first win, I'm going to leave it there, actually, I think. Got our first win in Iowa. There's only a handful of races left, but like I said, I'm on a time crunch. I probably should have just left it where I did earlier, but whatever. Who cares? It's only going to be a handful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for repeating the exact same thing everyone else did. Cool. Oh, well, we did get momentum. This was, I believe, the first race with momentum. Okay, well, you know what? We've got momentum. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 races. 5 races. Gotten through the majority of them. 5 races is a lot. Okay, you know what? I've agreed to do regular season. I'm going to finish as far into the regular season as I can. because I'm too far ahead. Chicagoland Speedway. Now that we've got momentum, I think those second place finishes, those podium finishes are going to start turning into first place finishes, which I'm very excited about. And this could lead to some really good races here. Of course, it remains to be seen, though. Alright. Still hot as hell in here, as one might anticipate. I don't know why. Alright. Camping World 225. Oops, practice. Don't have time for that. Alright, the pole is 32,892. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do in this Tenda Equine and Pet Care products. Ford F-150 Thor Sport Racing. We got our first win at Iowa. Happy to say. So let's see if we can do it twice, shall we? Alright. And boom. Ooh. Just above the goal. So we're going to get 9th, or just below the goal. So we're going to get 9th place, right where we want to be. Not right where we want to be, but a decent place to be.
Alright, you're coming to the green. Be ready here.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
Green flag, green flag.
I don't even remember what track this is, honestly. What track is this? Anyway. Wait. Oh, wait, Chicagoland. That's where we are. We're at Chicagoland. Okay, let's go in first person. The only reason I went out at third person or first person was to was just to. Holy shit! This momentum is fucking insane. Alright, we're in second behind that 40 car. Is that 40 car or is that 40 car? No, it's Chastain. Janice Motorsports. Alright, but we've still got some good runs here. Chastain does have a really fast car though. So it's definitely going to be a battle. Let's see if I can pull it off. He's going to take the high lane. I obviously am not. And that is not getting any first, apparently, coming out of that turn. Oh, yeah. He went wide, but he's taking a fucking fantastic lane there. Whoops. Keep thinking about singing, and it's like, wait, nope, I'm streaming. Can't do that. Can't sing. Can't do the singing. Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch. Yes. Let's see here. Yeah, the only reason I went out of first person was just for Atlanta. And I just forgot to go back into first person, I guess. Alright. That high lane appears to be really good at Chicagoland. I might have to take that. Because Chastain is just directing his own movie here. Alright. Well,
2 laps to go.
Chastain's just got a really fast car, it looks like. Alright, but this momentum is really helping. And I mean, really helping. Because of that momentum, I mean, I'm getting up there really quick. I'm getting first, or top, I'm getting podium finishes. I'm fighting for first. That momentum is really helping. That little speed boost is all I needed to get up there and run right where I should be running. Damage is on though, so just saying, like if I get spun, then I have DNFs on too, so if I get spun, I can just fucking die. Whoa, I don't know who that is, but he's gaining like hell on me for some reason. I'm gonna have to stop running that out lane. And see if I can just kind of make do with the inside lane. Second place, I didn't even notice that was the final lap, but yeah. Second place, good. I didn't give up third. I'd have been a little bit mad if I gave up third. Or if I gave third to... Okay, that was Austin Hill. Alright. Good race. Good race. Second place, that momentum is really helping me. I think if I can carry that momentum into the final laps of the season, then this thing is definitely going to get me... Or into the playoffs, then we can really... We might be able to crank out a Truck Series championship. Alright. Handful more fans. We're up to 1,200 fans. And we've got that incentive contract. I might be able to bump it up to top 5s at this point, because I don't think I've gotten a top 10 in a while. Thank you, teammate. I don't think I've been... What's the last time I've been out of the top 5? Alright. Oh, okay. Well, we can only do top 10s. Which I guess makes sense. Alright, we got Pocono, Kentucky, Eldora, Michigan, Gateway, and Gateway. That's our final 5 races of the season. Dude, there's already so many contracts. Of course there's going to be more contracts. Alright. Friesen's still doing well. Ross Chastain has got 2 wins now. Let's take a look at that playoff standings. Austin Hill remains the only driver in the top 10 with no wins. And I believe he's the only one who doesn't have a win in the in the standings as well. Yep. All right. Ben Rhodes is 58 points outside of the top 10, which is pretty far behind. And once Austin Hill gets a win, I mean, that pretty much sells it at that point. So let's continue. We don't really have much time to waste, so we're just going to have to keep cranking some races out. We got 5 races to go. Let's see what we can do here. It's been about 15 minutes since I pointed out what time it was. And we've done, I don't know, 2 races. So let's just pick up the pace a bit, try to get as many out as we can so we can finish this up before I have any risk of not being able to be here, because I don't want to leave it with like 1 race to go. I guess I could. If I'm running tight on time, then I might just stop it there. We'll see. We'll see. Because it's 1:08 right now, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to have to leave, but it's probably going to be closer to 1:30. Alright. Let's go. Pocono is going to be a little bit slower of a race.
Go, go, go.
But that's okay. I'm not very good at Pocono. I'm not exactly looking forward to this race. but I am already locked into the playoffs with that win at Iowa, which I was not expecting to get. So hopefully we can just keep that win. So hopefully, well, if Austin Hill gets a win, then I'm going to need to get another win. Well, actually, I have enough points as to where it's not a concern. But if Austin Hill does get a win, he's going to have to still really kick some serious ass in order to not get booted out of the playoffs if another driver gets a win. Because once he gets a win, then it's anybody's game at that point. Anybody else who gets a win has a chance to take that from any driver with less than 2 wins. So, okay, with 1 win, that's pretty obvious actually. Less than 2 would be 1. There's no half win. Alright, let's see what we can get on our first qualifying lap here at Ponico, as I used to call it. I do like the interiors of these trucks too. I will say, the Truck Series interiors are pretty nice. I like the physical gauge cluster. It kind of annoys me about the newer cars, is the fact that they don't have an actual gauge cluster. Or the Cup cars, because the Chevy Cup car doesn't even have. I mean, the RPM is just one straight line. The interior of that Chevy is just terrible. Just terrible. Alright, and our qualifying lap will put us second behind, and at speedways, that's pretty important. Your standard 14th place. Alright, this might be my first time out of the top 10, or out of the top 5 in quite a few races. Because Pocono, not as bad as Daytona and Talladega tend to be, but it can still be pretty tough. Alright, Austin Hill, your discount Luke Combs, is sitting in the pole, so let's see if he will be able to come home with that win to lock himself, well, at least to temporarily lock himself into those playoffs. Alright, we're up in 13th now, which is nice. I won't have to worry about getting to the inside lane, at least not for now. I might have to later. Uh-oh. Yeah, fucking Natalie Decker. I hit those two cars so hard that I managed to downshift, because I am using automatic, because that's what I use in every other game. Because it's not as easy to do in some of the other games. Sorry about that. Like I said, I have stuff I gotta do. And of course, I pause on a turn, so we're gonna lose a couple spots because of a bad turn. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. Alright, and I'll make it onto the inside here.
All clear.
That little flub there, coming out of the top turn, that definitely is good. That definitely could be an issue for getting a better finish. I was not anywhere near expecting a win. A win was not anticipated for me. I hate that turn. Goddamn. Whoa. Gray came running. Yeah, I was not expecting a win. I wasn't even really expecting 5th place or a top 5. Although I am climbing kind of right up there. Although this is the last lap, so let's see what I can do. Outside 6th place. All right. Yeah, that was kind of rough. That turn was definitely the one that did me in. 89. Yeah, I'm not very good at Pocono. I like Pocono, but I'm not very good at it. So Pocono is definitely going to be the dread of most seasons. Ross Chastain had the fastest lap. Did he have the win? No, Matt Crafton got the win. Matt Crafton's been kind of low in points for a lot of this season, despite winning early on. He had a good showing early, but has since kind of fallen off a bit. Hopefully he'll be able to All right. Yeah, no, that was a pretty rough race. Yeah, I absolutely destroyed Chastain there. Provoke. I want to provoke Natalie Decker. Just out of spite for any simps out there, I'm gonna fuck with Natalie Decker. Alright, what do we got? Contract options, whatever. Alright, still in second in the point standings. Only a few races to go. I got until 1:40. It's 1:15 right now. So I've got about another 25 minutes. So we just gotta keep running these tracks. I think there's only 4. Oh, God. Actually, there might only be 5 races to go. Uh-oh. Some of these bars are starting to come loose from this little thing here. I don't know if that's going to be important. I hope it isn't. I have a bunk bed, and some of the connections are starting to not be as good, and that's kind of concerning. Alright, well, whatever. Alright. Got a little bit longer. It's almost been 2 hours, so we've already gone longer than the original regular season video with Extreme Dirt Tour, which was a pretty long video. That was an hour and 50. So we've almost been going for 2. All right, Kentucky? This is Kentucky, I think. Every time I get a NASCAR kick, I'm suddenly reminded of, oh yeah, Kentucky's a track. I always forget that Kentucky's a track. Because it just seems like not a track. Or, because, I don't know, it's just, I hear Kentucky and I go, where the, well, not where, but like, what? Kentucky? Is that a track? Well, apparently it is. It might be a fair, well, no, I guess it's supposed to be a pretty old track, too. It's not supposed to be like a recent addition, either. So, I'm not sure what's up with that, but whatever. Alright, and that qualifying lap will put me in 15th. Alright, well, at least it's even, but I'm sure it won't be. Yeah, buckle up in your truck, 225, Kentucky. Alright, goal positions always 10th. Let's see if we can climb up 5 spots to make it up to 10th, and actually even more. So let's see if we can climb. Why did that happen? I was not slamming it that far. I have no idea how I decided to go that fucking hard. I don't like that yellow line at Kentucky. That yellow line's always been kind of annoying at Kentucky. because it's like, you're not supposed to go under the yellow line. I say as I immediately go under the yellow line. But it's like, what's the fucking... Why does it go up like that? It's supposed to be a gotcha or something? I don't get it.
Clear high, clear high.
Give him a little bit of a bump, give him a little bit of a side draft.
Careful, still there. 5 to go, 5 to go. All clear.
Alright. Climbed up into the top 10. Let's see if we can keep it that way. Well, there isn't anymore. Excuse me, Captain. Austin Hill, he's been very consistent all season. Still doesn't have a win, though. Currently, Friesen is in the lead once more. There's Enfinger up there, and looks to be maybe 3rd or 4th. I think it's a battle between 3rd and 4th. I think he's in 4th right now. Yeah. Well, we're getting a little bit. We're slowly creeping up on Ross Chastain here. We might be able to make something out of it. Alright, 120. We've got 20 minutes. I'm actually going to kind of time how long it will take for one race to be completed. Because I am curious. At least one Truck Series race, because Truck Series races are shorter than Xfinity and Cup. As you might notice by the 225 instead of... Normally it's like 400 or 500, maybe even 600, but in this it's mostly like 200, 225. I think 325 is like the least in Cup, which is Toyota Save Mart 3 something or other. I was at Sonoma. Which is actually this upcoming race. Tomorrow, well, actually today's race. Today's race is at Sonoma. Truex has been very good at Sonoma lately. I'm hoping for Harvick to bring it back, because that was Harvick's 2017 win there. It was very formative for my being a fan of Harvick's. And that's also somewhat local to him. So, we'll see. Anyway. Alright, and the final, we're coming around the backstretch on the final lap. It seems I'm not going to get much better than 4th here. I don't know if I don't even know if I still have momentum at this point. I don't think I do. That's the first time I've seen that all day. Alright, 4th place at Kentucky. A little bit lower than usual, but no big deal. Alright, I'm going to time this next race here. I'm going to try to dilly-dally as little as possible. We're not going to review any point standings. Stuart Friesen, I believe, got that win again today. Excuse moi. Alright. So, let's start the timer. Let's reset the timer first. Alright. Race 15. Oh, Eldora. My favorite race. This. In my previous playthrough, this was my first career win. This is the race I've been looking forward to all season. I believe we've only got 1 or 2 more races after this. So once I time this one, I'll be able to get approximately how long these races are. Plus stupid Fanatec advertisement loading screens. Okay. There we go. Alright. Got a little bit remaining here. Come on, let's load. I don't got all day. This loading screen. Okay, so about a minute to load in. To Eldora in particular. Alright, 2679. If we get a pole, that is a good. It's a great start if we get a pole. That's what I'd want to see. And I think I can do it at Eldora. I did it. I'm usually pretty good here. I think I can pull that off. Contact could become an issue at Eldora, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. Alright. Now, oddly enough, trucks are really slow at Eldora. I've noticed. Like, they only go, like, a little under 90, whereas I always want to call them modified. So not modified. The late models go much faster. Alright. That's a goal. 4th place. Not quite the pole. Not quite the pole. Which is typical of tracks that I am likely to win. But we did get above the goal. Jennifer Jo Cobb starting in 10th. Wow, that's up there. Alright, let's go. No time to waste. 2 minutes before the start of the race. Alright, we're starting in 3rd. This race feels incredibly slow after doing a season of Extreme Dirt Tour. But whatever. Go down the apron. Take 1st. Let's go. Alright. 5 to go. I'm doing a lot of stirring, you know, all season. Been sitting in. Now, this is normally how most of my races go in, like, NASCAR Heat. Or NASCAR Thunder. Whichever, if there's a way to record on PS2, then frankly, I'd probably rather do that. But, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I was doing a lot of floating around for the majority of the early part of the season. You know, just kind of dilly-dallying a little bit. Starting off with the 14th place finish at Daytona, and we climbed up to get some pretty consistent top 5s after a top 10 at what is it? What is that damn track? Dover. But since Dover, we've been getting better and better. Got our first win at Iowa, which I was not expecting. I was not expecting a win at Iowa. And we've since improved all the way up. And then we've gotten a few podiums since then. One race at Pocono that wasn't great. But now we come with the white flag at Eldora. I am leading by 3.5 seconds over John Hunter Nemechek. I wanted to bump into Natalie Decker, but I honestly couldn't be bothered. It's not even worth my time to run into. That is my 2nd career win at Eldora. 2 wins on the season at just over 2 hours on the time. We'll get our first burnout on dirt. And again, for whatever reason, it shifts during burnouts. That's incredibly stupid. Alright. Nope, I'm just gonna bump into your car a little bit. Sorry. 98. Not my best score there, but whatever. Alright. Alright. First career win, or 2nd career win, here at the Eldora Dirt Derby. Very happy to see that. I've always enjoyed this track. It's one of the few tracks I can beat even online people at. And I'm not that good because I race against medium bots and medium assists. So, I mean, you can tell it's a good track for me. If I race, online, no assists, no AI. And still, I'm able to beat people here. I love Eldora, though. It's a great track. Alright, so one race is about 5.5 minutes. Yay. Yeah, I think one person's like, what, annoyed? I think? Alright. Is this the last or the second to last? This is the second to last, and it's 29. I'm gonna leave it here. Well, you know what? I think I can do the next race. I think I have enough time to do the next race. The Corrigan Oil 200 at Michigan International Speedway. I'm gonna leave it after this race, though. I would do the next race, but I just don't think I have time. And I just need to, and I need a little bit of time as well to end the stream, and, or in this case, in the YouTube video, if you're watching this on YouTube. Because this will go up on YouTube under the same name if you're watching this on Twitch and you want to watch other NASCAR Heat streams, or if you just want to watch this one again, or if you missed part of it and want to see the rest, whatever the reason may be. It'll be going up in full. Alright. Don't have all day. 1:30. I've got another less than 10 minutes. Alright, I feel like I've made a mistake. It's 1:30. I've got less than 10 minutes. I also have to get ready. I mean, all I have to do is put on cheap socks. So you just don't really have to get ready. And to be fair, I'm not on really a time crunch. That much of a time crunch anyway. Alright. This is a slower track, so qualifying is going to take a little bit longer than usual. But we'll see. Alright, so our goal is 43. We probably want a 42. But I guess we'll find out. Michigan's a pretty fast track, so I expect good things out of a race here. Get a look at that Wolfhard again. Alright. We've got another... Alright, I don't know what I'm saying. But 2 wins on the season. We're looking pretty good. Not expecting a win at Michigan. I might get a top 5, but it is a super speedway, technically. So my expectations are not very high. Ooh! 9th place. Okay, not as high as I thought it might be. That's okay. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's race. Let's race. Michigan International Speedway, a track that I'm sure Kyle Larson fans really like. Although, Kevin Harvick did win here last year. Either that or 2019. I think it was 2020, but it might have been 2019. Honestly, don't know.
Still there. Clear down low.
Bump. A little bump. I've got some momentum going, but I'm behind Ross Chastain, which is not good. Not good. Alright, okay. Not anymore, he isn't. Alright, let's get behind Ross here. Let's see if I can get a pass completed. That bump is going to put me back a bit. It's not a good bump. There you go. Oh god. Give him another really hard bump because he won't get out of the way. I get a little bit of a run, and then he won't move. If I can climb enough, though, he won't be able to go low.
Careful, still there.
Ooh-hoo-hoo. Alright, I can't really mess up, though, because Ross Chastain's got a pretty fucking fast truck. So it's definitely going to be quite the necessity for the most part to just do well. You know, all that. Oh. Can't fuck up right now, because Chastain's got way too fast of a truck. Way too fast of a truck. 2 to go. Halfway. Looking good. .34. It's a little bit longer than I'm expecting, because I still need a few minutes to end the stream. But I think we'll make some decent time. I gotta relax a bit. I am tense as fuck. I'm also wearing a long sleeve shirt when it's 88 fucking degrees outside and my window's open because it's so hot in here. It's probably like 90. I'm gonna get a fucking thermometer for my room just so I know how goddamn hot it is in this damn place. Because it feels insane all the time. Alright, we're down to the final few laps. The final lap. Final turn of the final lap as I immediately fuck it up. Chastain's gonna gain, but is he gonna gain enough? Oh, that's not Chastain. It looks like a Yoda. That's an F-150. Alright, and third career win of the season. I was not expecting to get a win here at Michigan, but I'm certainly not going to complain. 93 speed rating. Let's give the fans a quick burnout. If I can figure out what the button is to get to not run into the wall immediately. Okay, let's do a burnout through victory lane. I'm pretty sure Kyle Larson did that once. Woo! That was a good showing. I was not expecting that win. I was not anticipating a win there. Frankly, I'm very impressed with that. I was expecting just to get a pretty okay finish. We've got 3 wins now, 1 behind Stuart Friesen, and 1 more than Ross Chastain. Good stuff. Good stuff. That momentum is really helping right now. Alright, so that is all but 1 race of the regular season. I hope there's not 2 more races. I think it's just Michigan to Gateway, right? Eldora, Michigan, Gateway. So the final race will be at Gateway, which is probably going to be an race, but oh, was that the last race of the regular season? Oh, okay, that works. Sweet, so I did exactly what I am planning to do. Even crunched on time, I had exactly enough time to do what I wanted to do. Alright, so thank you all for attending this stream. I'll be streaming the playoffs at some point soon. Probably tomorrow, maybe in the next few days, we'll see. But this will be going up on YouTube for those of you watching on Twitch under Dale Wolfhard 14. You can also watch my Extreme Dirt Tour videos if you missed those. Thank you, Warren. Come in. Alright, so, like I said, okay, I don't want just a seat there. Sorry, Austin. Alright, so, that's going to be all. Like I said, catch it on YouTube if you missed some or all of the stream. And, anyway. Have a good one, everybody. Next race is the first race of the playoffs at Gateway.